So for the first myth we're going to be testing out today, it's whether or not Yamcha's power level is strong enough to break Vegeta's Scouter. So for those of you who don't know, the Scouters in this game actually will break when you reach sparking for some characters. So if you look at Vegeta's face right there, if early Goku goes sparking, it does blast the Scouter right off of his face. I believe the other way to remove it is also battle damage. I think that can remove the Scouter as well. Yeah, sure does. So it's like a special kind of little interest in battle damage, basically. That's like a little detail. But as you'll see here, not every character can actually break the Scouter. If we were to use Videl, nothing happens. We don't even send Vegeta back. Like, bro's not even feeling it at all. He felt that though. If we use another like Earthling, let's say we use Tien, Tien also breaks it, and you get the little dialogue. Even Nappa is able to break it, which is a fun thing. And even characters like androids that are a little bit different, they can also typically break them. The reason for this is basically on the cost of the character. That's actually what decides it, even though some things aren't decided by that, this actually is. So if a character is above a certain cost, then they are able to break Vegeta's Scouter. If they are below a certain cost, they cannot break his Scouter. And what that threshold is basically a cost of 3. So if a character has a cost of 2 or below, they can't break it. So if we test out Galdo here, Scouter is perfectly fine. And then everyone else on this team has above a 3. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna show off Yamcha now. And Yamcha breaks the Scouter. So really what this is just telling you is that Yamcha was holding back during the Saiyan saga. And if he didn't get taken out by that Cyberman, he actually probably would have given Vegeta a run for his money. I mean, he was pretty concerned when Goku broke it, so if Yamcha broke it, I'd be worried. The next myth is whether or not Gohan is actually immune to the solar flare. So if we take characters like Master Roshi, who has sunglasses but also loses that in battle damage, you'll see right now if we solar flare, nothing happens. Master Roshi is completely immune to it. Can do it as many times from whatever angle, it doesn't work. However, if we do some battle damage to actually take the sunglasses off, and then do solar flare, it works. He has no idea where we are, poor guy. Even if it seems like it might work with every character with like some sort of eye protection, it actually doesn't. If we take a character with a Scouter like Frieza here, Frieza still gets hit by it. You actually see him trying to use the Scouter to find where we are, which is a whole other thing that they do. But Master Roshi isn't the only character that's not affected by solar flare. If we have the Great Saiyaman here, and we try and use solar flare, it doesn't work because the helmet actually does protect against it. It actually does work as like sunglasses. It's kind of wild. Unfortunately, you can't blow the helmet off, so it's not like you can try and solar flare in the same way. Even in Gohan's other form, you can see the sunglasses underneath. I don't know why the game's tweaking out right now, but you can see the sunglasses underneath, and we can't solar flare through that either. These are also something that you can't blow off with battle damage, unfortunately. So he is immune, but his immunity is like much better than Master Roshi's because it can't be removed. Great Saiyaman just can't be hurt by solar flare at all. Most of the way that solar flare works is very consistent with what would be logical. You know, sunglasses, shades, or a visor makes it so solar flare doesn't work. But there is one weird case here. Superhero Gohan that has, you know, like prescription glasses, like not sunglasses, like he needs it for its vision. If we try and use solar flare here, he is actually completely immune to it. You cannot hit through the sunglasses with solar flare. It's kind of wild. And again, this is not something that can be removed with battle damage because it's part of his actual like transformation to Super Saiyan. So you can't do anything about it. But if we were to go to Super Saiyan form or any form where he doesn't have the glasses, solar flare works again. So I can only imagine this was just a really weird oversight where they maybe like copy and pasted Master Roshi's glasses, like the properties of it. I don't know why it would be like that, unless they're just trying to make a joke that Gohan's eyesight is so bad when he's not a Super Saiyan that he doesn't even get affected by solar flare. It's like, I mean, he had bigger problems to worry about with that, right? But yeah, Gohan is actually the most immunity to solar flare in the game, with one of his forms having a really weird immunity to it, and then one of his forms having just absolute immunity when even Master Roshi doesn't. It's weird stuff, not gonna lie. For the next myth we're going to be testing here, we're going to see if it's actually possible for Super Saiyan 4 Goku to beat an opponent in 5 seconds. So these buffs last for 5 seconds. They're a huge damage buff. I mean, it's the difference between 515 to 671. Like, it's a massive buff. I want to test if it's actually possible to completely reduce a character's health bar within that amount of time. We're going to be doing the 3 health bar character though, because 2 health bar we know we can do if we can do 3, and then if we can barely do 3, then we probably can't do 4, right? So we're just going to do 3. There are certain things we can take advantage of. For instance, it really is just 5 seconds, but if we use attacks that have animations, like if we were to spam this, it would actually stall out the animation time, it would actually stall out the buff time, I mean. But I don't want to do it in like infinite key or anything like that. I want to do it in like a real scenario, because I could just spam this, right? If I spam this over and over and we hit this 3 times, like that would kill before the 5 seconds would be over, but that's no fun, right? So I want to do it in a semi-real scenario. We're going to do this at the World Tournament because it's just a small stage, pretty straight. We won't have to deal with anyone going anywhere, really. And we're going to make it so the train dummy takes damage, and then I also lose ki. So it's going to be like a normal fight. So I really feel like the way that we're going to be able to do this is going to be some combination of getting the buff and then immediately going into a rush attack like this, which you can see does a good bit of damage, and then basically linking that with my ult as soon as possible. And I think some form of that is going to be what kills. As you can see, we're going to get pretty close here. If this animation finishes. But that's still a whole health bar. We gotta somehow make up a whole health bar on that, and we don't really have that much time to do it. So I think a good strat is to just get behind. We're gonna get behind Frieza here. We're going to 5 seconds. And then we're just gonna chain some attacks, send them up into the air, and then try and go for this. Now the question is gonna be if whether I have enough time to do my ult or not. Ah, I messed it up. Thing is, I don't know if I have enough time to do the animation or not. Or before I regain control. Yeah, I don't. It's too late. Pick them up, wait, go for it. I'm gonna do the boost for more damage. That was quick. I should have enough time before Sparking ends to do my ult. There we go. I don't know if this is enough to kill. I don't believe it is. Nah, that's not gonna be enough. Pretty good damage though. It should be further than before. Actually, it wasn't. Weird. Now, something I can do is, like, I can do 3 Kamehamehas, I believe. So I could do something like... Actually, I can't do that. I could go for a little something like this. 1, 2... It might be some variant of that, actually, because that was a lot of damage. Send you up in the air. I'm already almost out of time. That was close, and I still had it. I still had the buff when that second one hit. So my key isn't really a problem, or the sparking. It's just a matter of, like, the actual time. I'm gonna try something else. Let's try that. Ah, that was so close. So close. Do this, go for a little hit, then send you up and then do it. 1, 2. That did less damage. How does that work? You know, let's try a very unfun way of doing this. Let's hit you with one of these into the ult and just see what that does. Oh, damn. Let's go up in the air so we can't really deal with that as much. Boost. Go for it. Okay, my buff is still on. Not gonna be anywhere near enough. Yeah, I might have found the combo that may work. I'm not sure. It might. So we do this. We immediately do a charge attack, and then we do one of these. And then we do another one. That's close. We can almost charge up fast enough to get another one too. Huh. How do we get that little bit more damage? Go for the charge attack, one of these. Maybe we do a rush instead, because we can boost this as well. Wait, that's a lot of damage. Hold on. Oh. Wait, that was a kill. We still had the boost then too. Wait, I think that's it. I think just good timing and that's it. Let me try it one more time, make sure it's consistent. One of these. Do one of these. And grab one on the way down. You can see we still have the boost. We still have it. Look over there, we still got it. And then done, and we still got it. So there we go. That is how you beat someone with 3 health bars in 5 seconds. I mean, with, you know, the animation not count. It's for the lore accuracy, you know. Goku keeps his word. Now, what this obviously means is that characters that, you know, have less than 3 health bars will go down in 5 seconds, and much easier than a 3 health bar does. Videl went down way before that. Took way more damage too. Whereas a character like Beast Gohan that has more than 3 health bars, we can still do the same combo and like it's gonna do a lot of damage, but the extra health bar is just gonna make it too much to actually take them out. Still do a ton though. We can, yeah. That's basically, it looks like the limit for your average character is 3 health bars. But it looks like Super Saiyan 4 Goku really can knock them out in 5 seconds. Yes, so as always, if there's any other myth that you want to see or have any ideas for things to test out, let me know. And I am always taking suggestions on that. I'd like to do more. And you know, if you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, do all that. You know, make these videos better and better. So it helps have that support.